Hello, CEO. Welcome to the CEO Crowd Show. I'm your host and coach, Rebecca Nesbitt, and today we're talking about how to have more focus, be more productive, and have a better work-life balance. It's so interesting when we do market research here with female entrepreneurs that these things always come up alongside mindset. We know that that's important to you, but the main things that come up are really how can I get more done more efficiently with less stress and have more time for my home life, to hang out with my partner, to hang out with my kids, to play with my dog, whatever it might be for you, like to play pickleball, go wild. Like, apparently, that's all the rage now. So, how do we do this really, really simply? Because I think that there are a million mindset hacks out there, but I also think that giving yourself a space that will allow you to be more focused, more productive, and have a better work life balance is really, really important. So, if you're looking for the answer, we're not going to gatekeep till the end. The answer is co working. And we're going to talk about it and why it is genuinely the answer to all of these things, and also how you can get involved in a co working session near you. So let's start with 84% of people say that co working makes them more engaged and motivated. Essentially, it's making people more focused. And don't you want to be engaged and motivated when it comes to working your business instead of feeling like, oh, well, I've got 30 minutes, before the laundry is done. I'll kind of do a little bit, but then I'll still be listening out. Like maybe it's ready early. I'll go and like check on it. And then I've picked up my phone and then I've scrolled, right? The thing about co-working is that we are conditioned when we're with other people to put our best foot forward. If you're around your entrepreneurial friends who are all working, you're not sitting scrolling. You're doing the work too. I think that conditioning, for all its problems that it can create, in this respect really has helped me because I always want to look like the hardest worker in the room. Now, I'm aware of my conditioning and how that can be to my disadvantage, but when it comes to co working, it is certainly to my advantage because when there's a timer set for 30 minutes and we're all co working in a room, I'm doing the work. I don't want to be the only person that's not doing the work. I don't want to lead by example for myself, my community, and or my friends. I co-work with my friends too. So co-working really does help us through this conditioning, and this can be to a degree seen as peer pressure, but this conditioning of when you went to school, you were around other people. They were all doing the work. When you went to college or university, you were around other people. They were doing the work. When you had a workplace that you went to, if you've been a seasoned entrepreneur and you've been in the entrepreneurial space for a long time, you might have to remember back to the 9 to 5. Maybe you're still in a 9 to 5, you're making that transition. But when you go into a workplace, it's elicited that you do the job, that you do the work, just like it was in school. So if we're conditioned to co-work and then we take that away, it's very easy to not do the work. Like how many people in COVID actually worked when the world was at a standstill and some people couldn't work? They were told to go home and work, but there was nothing they could do. I remember being a careers advisor in that time, and it was so hard. You were just calling kids at home to try and help them with application forms for colleges or university, help them get jobs when no one was really hiring because they didn't know what was happening and they didn't know if they were even going to get to go to college. They didn't know when the world was going to open up again. So my role became very confusing and very lackadaisical. I didn't have to do it. And I think that a lot of people have retained that vibration of, well, I'm kind of gonna do all of these other things and I don't really have to work that hard. And maybe some days I don't work at all. I definitely have some friends that are in that boat when they work from home, like they just don't do very much and like that's their choice. So I'm not saying anyone's bad or wrong, but I am saying that it's a lot harder to do that when you're in an office or you're around other people. You don't necessarily have to be in an office, but being around people will give you that same drive, that same engagement and motivation, because everyone's doing the work. And I don't know about you, but when I am in a room of entrepreneurs doing the work, I feel so good and excited about my business because everyone's excited about their business. Everyone's doing the work. Everyone is like, I have a purpose, I have a mission. It is like a way higher vibration than I've ever felt in the workplace. I will say that. But it is like the next level of excitement because everyone's in it. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's hyped to be there and they're not doing it alone anymore. And that is so exciting. So if you want to be more focused, you'll co-work. It's just as simple as that. If you want to be more productive, you'll do the same thing because 74% of people say that they're more productive in a co-working environment. Now, whether that is in person, going to a space, so my new office, if you've been here, is in a co-working space, whether it's just because you're in the environment in the space or whether it's created online, I feel no differently here in this office to what I did in my home office when I had someone on the other end of the screen. So don't think that you have to. If you can access co-working space, it's so great. It's so wonderful for networking and all the things. But if you are, and many of the entrepreneurs that I know are moms, they have little kids, they stay home, their businesses maybe can't support a home, like not a home office, an office or a co-working space, then completely understand. If you can go to one like one day a week or one day a month, like go for it. But if you can't, you'll get the same productivity with people on the other end of the screen because just being in the environment makes you more productive and more productive by averages say 17 to 20%. Can you imagine what would happen if you spent 20 minutes of your day in a co-working space and in that 20 minutes got an extra 20% done on any other 20 minutes of your day? Like, that's huge. Huge for your productivity, huge for your next launch, huge for your business. So if you want to be more productive, you're going to co-work. Like, the answer is the same. And final point on this is if you're struggling with your work-life balance, and I completely feel this because I know what it's like to be the entrepreneur so caught up in the hustle culture that you're working all of the time, but none of the time. You're in the office all day or your home office all day, and then it's 7 o'clock and you still haven't done all the things. But kind of through the day, there haven't been moments of intentional calm. Like you haven't taken the walk, you've just kind of sat at your desk. You've been very sedentary, you've not done any of the things. And you don't have this separation between working and lifing. That can be really hard. It's also hard to get started in the day if you don't have a set start time. And many entrepreneurs I know don't have a set start time. They're like, oh, I love this idea. Like I would love this. I wake up when I wake up. And lately I've started to do that because I go to bed really early. So I wake up when I wake up and then I'm like, cool, I'll go to the office now. But if you don't have a physical office structure to go to, a co-working center, I don't want you to think this doesn't apply to you because it totally does. I actually the other day had a co-working session in a part of one of the memberships I'm in to end my day. And this was when I had my home office, and it was one of the best things I've ever experienced because I ended my day with this co-working session and got so much done. And it was stuff that I didn't need to have done for 2 weeks. And now it's done. I don't have to recreate that session. It was a CEO Coven session. And I don't have to do that in the next 2 weeks. It's done. I'm like ready to present. I'll do it, practice it on the morning, and it's ready to go because I did this co-working session at the end of my day and I had done all my other things. So then I was able to close my laptop And then I was able to leave my office. So maybe it's that you need some kind of co working session to start your day or end your day. And finding those opportunities I know can be really, really challenging. So I do know of a few of my friends who do co-working sessions online. So please like hit me up if you're looking for co-working sessions at the CEO Crowd. We also do them in our CEO Crowd membership, but for a limited time. We are doing them specifically for Black Friday. So if you're looking for something that is very much regimented and it is every single day and you co-work with similar faces, definitely my face, and you're looking for something that is Monday to Friday, I need this structure. I want to launch something great for Black Friday. I want to make it my best launch yet. I want it to be really planful. I want to be ready for it. I want to be excited. I want to prime my audience. And I want to experience this co-working. If you've never done it before, it can seem really daunting. We've definitely had one of our CEO Crowd members says this all the time. I didn't think I'd like co-working. I didn't think I'd want to go to that session, and it is the session I cannot miss now. She loves co-working because she tried it, and she tried it with us, and it was a lot of fun. And that's the point of co-working. You come in, you get a little bit excited together, you get some good music on, you do a little co-work, and then you continue to go on with your day, and you've had this like boost of momentum at the beginning, and then you're able to actually switch off at the right time. So if you're looking for an opportunity to co-work the whole way through November, then please do check out our Black Friday challenge. You'll see the link in the description, my friend. And if you're someone who is looking for these like hacks to focus and productivity and how to leave the office at the office, even if your office is in a side room of your house or the corner of your bedroom, then please do integrate co-working into your business. It will change your business for the better. And that is what changes your mindset. It's new action that changes your mindset. It's probably not listening to another guru tell you another thing that's going to blow your mind and you're going to forget about the next week. It's taking action, and this is your invite to take action. Check out the link in the description. We'd love to see you there. And in the meantime, before we see you again here on the show, I'll be over here, probably co-working and definitely believing in you.